Hello again, friend and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous 2.2.03 beta server. Now, today we're going to be taking a bit of a quick look at the Imperial Cutter. Now, we've just gone and got ourselves one of the 12 Days of Christmas paint jobs for this, and it's the Chrome paint job for this, as you can see right here. Now, the reason I went and got this is because it really reminded me of the J-Type 327. Not quite sure what that is? Well, I'm pretty sure most people will know it, just perhaps not by name. Pretty much, it's the ship used by Queen Amidala in The Phantom Menace. Yes, I know, the terrible prequel movies, but the ship itself was rather cool. The complete chrome ship. It's got roughly the same kind of shape as the Cutter as well, so I thought this was rather amusing. Now, it's also known as the Nubian Royal Starship. Now, that ship was not a fighter at all, and most of the time, neither is the Cutter. But we're going to go and see if we can change that. As you can see, we're not at Marco Quent's base, because I've already done all the modifications on this ship. The main reason we're not there, we've already done the modifications, is that Marco Quent's base is only missing one vital facility for this ship, and that is a crew lounge. Because yes, we do have a fighter vessel on this ship. So what we're going to be doing is going out and just seeing how good this ship can do in combat. So let's go and have a look in the outfitting department. We'll have a quick look through at what I have gone and modified on this. First of all, we'll go and have a look at the hard points, and you can see that every single weapon we've got 4 medium beam lasers. And we've got 2 large multi-cannons and 1 huge multi-cannon. Now, all of these weapons are modified, and they're modified up to grade 5. But the thing is, they've all got the exact same modification. We're not going to go into have a look at it just yet, because we're going to have a look at what else we've got in utilities. We've got 2 shield boosters, a couple of heat sinks, 2 point defense and kill warrant, and a frame shift scanner. Just because I wasn't really sure what to put on this because of the new diminishing returns and everything you get from having the shield boosters. So what we've got on the shield boosters, if we have a look, we've got one that's heavy duty, so that's basically making the shield booster up to 55% shield boosting, which is quite nice. And the second one, if we have a look, so back into modifications, is again for heavy duty. And this is for 54% increase. So what's happening though is we're having a lot of drop off at the moment. After 80% shield boosting, it does start to drop off a little bit. But we kind of needed to go for this the way we have our optional internals set out. So we wanted to get it as close to or over the 80% boosting as we could. So between the two of them, we've got about 110%. So hopefully it's going to work out fairly well. Now I have tested this, so it does seem to work out alright. We've got 2 heatsink launchers. We haven't modified these ones. I was not sure whether or not I wanted to modify these for extra usage or for something else, but I ended up just not bothering because I'll be honest, I actually forgot to do it. Next one, we've got 2 defense points, so point defenses. If we have a look at these, you can see that we've got these modified, and they are modified for lightweight. So the kill warrant scanner and the frame shift wake scanner, they're also basically modified for lightweight. So that's nice. We'll go and have a look at the core internals. As you can see, we've got lightweight alloys. These are modified up for basically heavy duty. Now the reason we're doing this is because we're getting a whole boost off of it. We're getting some resistances off of it, but we are not gaining any. So if we have a look, where is it? Modifications, here we go. We're gaining hull boost, we're gaining all the resistances, but we're not gaining any extra weight. And this is kind of pivotal to what we're going for right now. Power plant, we basically just modified this up in just enough to go and cover what we have. We have a grade 3 overcharged weapons, because we don't want to get, grade 3 overcharged power plant even, because we didn't want to get too much extra heat efficiency. So, or lack of heat efficiency. So yeah, we're not too bad off. We've gone up a little bit, we've gone up about a quarter, but that's taking us up from 0.4 to 0.5. So that's not terrible. The integrity's gone down, the mass has gone down as well, because we've got a very nice roll of -7.4% on that one. And the power capacity's gone up by 15%, which is all we really needed. If we go back again into the thrusters, so obviously what we've done here is gone for dirty drive tunings, and this has gone over a 32.9% increase to our optimal multiplier, so we're going to be a lot more maneuverable. Now we have got a reduction to our jump range by 13.2%, roughly around about that. It all does work in conjunction with mass as well, but the optimal mass is our maneuverability. The optimal multiplier is our maneuverability, and the optimal mass is basically our jump range. So that's all right, I suppose. Now the frameshift drive, we've gone and modified this one for just a faster booting sequence, because this ship, we're going for combat, we're not going for long distance jumping, so we modified it this way around, because if we modified it for long range, it would add extra weight to the jump drive, and we don't want to do that, because we're going for something a little bit weird here. We're going for a Hail Mary roll. Next, the life support, and as always, I've modified this for lightweight. So we've got another 66.3% lightweight off of that. The power distributor, we're going for the standard one that I like to go for, which is a grade 5 charge enhanced, so that's nice. The power draw's gone up a little bit, all the capacities have gone down, and the recharges have gone through the roof by about 40% each, so that's really, really nice. Sensors, I haven't modified. I don't know if we can actually modify these or not. I think we're going to be getting these in a future patch, but we can't do that just yet. Now, on to the optional internals. Now, the optional internals, we've done something a bit strange. Well, at least strange in logical thinking. This is not. Now, into the optional internals. Now, we've done something a little bit off the norm here. What I've gone and done is I've got to put in a 6A prismatic shield generator, which is why we went for as much shield boosting as we possibly could. So we're getting a good amount of megajoulage off this now, so it's going to make up for the fact that the shield is 2 classes smaller. So between it being a prismatic and it being 2 classes smaller, we should be okay with all the extra boosts and stuff we've got on it. Now the reason I did this is because when you have prismatic shields and you do a lot of boosting for megajoulage, shield cell banks don't generally all end up seeming to do that too much to them. So what we've done is we've gone for a pair of 8A shield cell banks to give us the absolute maximum amount of shield boosting we can get. So it's actually going to start doing something to our prismatic shields. So yes, they're smaller, but we're going to be getting a lot more boosting out of these. So it's going to work out in the end, or at least that's the hope. We've got some cargo racks, so we could go and do some modifications. We've also got our fighter hangar, and that's basically, we've got the Rogue F class of fighter bay. So basically that is the Imperial fighter with the plasma repeaters. Everything else is just a little bit of cargo, so just so we could go and do our modifications. So as you can see, we've got a lot of stuff that's made this ship a lot more lightweight, and that leads quite nicely on segueing in to the fact that we are having all of our weapons are lightweight mounts. Every single one. And we're on average around about between 80 and 90% reduction in mass. They've also got a power draw reduction and a distributor draw reduction, so they're going to be very, very nice when we're using them. So thankfully now, lightweight weapons do not give you a reduction to damage or an increase to jitter, which is what they used to do. So this is really, really nice. It makes these a lot more viable. So you may be wondering, Chaos, why are you showing us a cutter that you've just got and made lightweight in every possible thing? I'm glad you asked. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make a maneuverable cutter. Yes, I know. It seems to fly in the face of all logic. But that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to reduce the weight on this ship as much as humanly possible. So we're going to go and see what we can do. Because as you can see, we've got total mass here. Now, I'm not sure what these mean in total, but we've tried to get this down as much as we possibly can. So it seems like our grand total of tonnage is 4,374 tons, Now, I'm not sure what these two are. I'm sure one of them is actually the hull, and the other one potentially maybe everything we've got in the ship. At least that's what I think it is. I may be wrong. But either way, we've made this as lightweight and as powerful thrusting as we can. So we're going to go and see if we can actually go and take on a hazardous resource extraction site without being blown up and without being outflanked. Now, we have taken a fighter with us to kind of help with this, but let's just go and see how well this crazy, crazy idea works. Here we go. We're kind of past the point of no return right now. So let's go and see just how well this concept is going to hold up. Well, looks like we found ourselves a wanted anaconda straight off the bat. So let's go and see just how well this is going to work. So, first of all, pips into weapons, and let's give it to him. Now, the weapons themselves don't have any secondary modifications on them.
Impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
So we're doing okay at the moment. Look. Yeah, we are doing a little bit of issues with our temp. But there we go. There it goes. Now it's just time for the multi-cannons. So let's work him over with the multis. And go and drop out a shield cell bank. So as we can see, these are actually doing a good amount to these shields. So the idea of actually having a grade 6 shield and some grade 8, or class 8 shield cell banks is working well enough. So that was not bad. But the issue that we have now is we really want to go and find ourselves a more mobile target. So this guy, if he's wanted, will be just fine for that. So what we want to do is get in range, take his shields down, then after we've taken the shields down, we can start. Just look at that. We are able to keep him in view mostly. There we go. Just flip it around a little bit extra. So we're not doing too badly with keeping this guy in view. So the only issue is we've kind of got to go and change directions. So here we go. Coming around. It still is, this ship still is a little bit heavy. Well, I say a little bit heavy, it's still extremely heavy. But we're doing okay, and having the fighter there as a distraction is doing going really nicely for us. So let's spin ourselves around. I should have really used flight assist off there, but I completely forgot. Now we can come back, get ourselves pointed at this guy. Get ourselves around. Boost again. And there we go, he's gone. And now a lot of the work admittedly was done by our fighter, but we're still doing fairly well, able to kind of keep ourselves pointing. Oh, who's this? Oh, we've got a Federal gunship. You know what? We're in an Imperial ship. He's in a Federal. It'd be rude not to. So let's get ourselves around and look at this guy. Did I just gain a bounty? Oh yeah, I forgot to scan the guy, didn't I? Oh well. So let's get ourselves turned around. Because the thing is, we're not doing too bad with the maneuverability here, especially against these larger ships. Oh, what the hell was that? We just managed to hit another ship, and who was that? Alright. We're going to be okay. Everything's going fine. So, let's go target his power plant.
Target dropped.
And just see how long those shield cells are actually keeping our shields up. That is amazing. I'm actually very impressed. So it goes to show you we can really shield tank.
Target is down. Scanning for more threats.
Right, this guy is wanted as well. So, power plant again. Now, even without pips to systems, we're still able to outturn a lot of these ships. But you know what? Ah, can we get it? Can we get it? No, no we can't. I was trying to go for the RAM, but really didn't manage it. Now, hopefully we're going to manage it this time. So he's going to come this way, potentially. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I think we hit him. So let's get all our multis firing on him. And let's just do as much damage as we can to this guy. Time for a joust. Oh, and he's getting some chaff out again. But the thing is, we're all doing fairly well. And yes, the ship is still very, very heavy. But we are able to fly it to some kind of reasonable standard. Now, I really do think this is actually quite good. I'm actually quite pleased with the outcome here. And our shields are still holding up very, very well.
Warning. Temperature critical.
So let's spin it around, get a little... Oh, actually, this guy's already dead. Let's at least watch the explosion. There he goes, just a little pop in the distance. So what else have we got that we can fire at? Ooh, Federal Agent. No, that guy's not going to be wanted, is he? No. But apparently we do have somebody. This guy. We've got an Eagle. This is going to be an interesting test to see what we can do here. Can we just ram him? No. The ship, it really is not maneuverable enough to hit these little small ones with a ram. So let's get ourselves around. Take out this guy's shields. So the closer he gets to us, the faster his shield's going to start going down. Oh, hello. And there he goes. Yeah. And it probably would be fairer to kind of give them a chance without having the little fighter out. So let's dock our little fighter and go and see just what we can do by ourselves. Well, that was actually quite nice. Well, it looks like we've got an Imperial dropship winged with a pair of Asp Explorers. So this is going to be interesting to try out. What I'm actually going to go and do is target the Asps first, because these should be easier to get rid of. So let's go and see if we can do that. So as you can see, whilst we're popping a shield cell bank, the heat does go up a lot, but it's not exactly unmanageable with heat sinks. And we can quite happily fire these weapons with one pip into weapons. And look at that. One of those shield cells did go and bring our shields up to almost full, so that's insane. So I do think this is actually quite a good way of doing this stuff. So there we go, that's one of them down. Here, where's the other one? The other one's behind us.
Flight assist off.
So let's get around.
Flight assist off.
We're going to need to go and have all our weapons firing here to take the shields down first. Let's get ourselves turned around.
Flight assist on.
We'll still be able to preserve our momentum from the turn, so we can then go back, put our pips back into weapons, get ourselves spun around.
Scan detected. Warning. Temperature critical.
And let's go and go back into maneuverability. And get around and do a little bit more jousting with this guy. Come on, you. We'll just see how many times we can actually boost around. So get ourselves put to bear on this guy.
Flight assist on.
We've got a good chance to go and take him out this time if his shields don't come up. Alright, looks like we're going to take a little bit longer.
Scan detected.
And the shields are holding up quite well against these three ships. So, yeah, I do think that having Class 6 shields here are very, very good on this ship, especially if you've got them modified.
Flight assist.
Let's just, you know what, let's just fire everything. Fire all the weapons! Fire everything!
Temperature critical. Warning. Taking heat damage.
Oh, we're out of ammunition for our heat sinks, so that's not good.
Warning. Taking heat damage. Flight assist off.
We're still doing fairly well. Let's go and pop a shield cell.
Damage.
That's going to take us up to 180-ish heat on average. So, yeah, not ideal, but I really should have gone and taken a few more heat sinks.
Warning. Temperature critical.
But now we've only got one enemy to worry about. So that's just this guy now. And this guy is not going to be quite as maneuverable as those two others, the Asps. The Asps may drift a bit,
Target shield.
but they've got nothing on the Federal dropship. So again, fire all the weapons!
Warning. Taking heat damage.
And when we start taking too much heat, then we just start switching to just pure multi-cannonage. Look at that, we can keep this guy in view. You know what? Oh, we'll out-ram the ramming tank.
Target destroyed.
Now that was fun. And it just goes to show that you can make this ship somewhat maneuverable if you're happy enough using the engineers and the boosting. Anyway guys, what do you think of this ship now that we've made it lightweight? Well, equivalently speaking. And we've made it somewhat more maneuverable. What do you think about how this goes as just a solo Has-Res farmer now? Because it does seem to work. Now, admittedly, if you're fighting a wing, it's going to be a little bit more difficult alone. I mean, if we had our fighter out at that point, it would have made this so much easier. But we wanted to go and see just how difficult we could actually make it. And to be perfectly honest, I think we did very, very well. Now, admittedly, it may get a little bit difficult to go and replicate this on the live server because you're going to have to go and modify everything to lightweight. But it is going to get easier though, because as we've already covered, this next patch coming in January is going to go and remove all the commodities from the blueprints at the engineers. So it's going to make it so much easier in order to go and modify up ships, especially if those commodities were originally mission rewards. We don't need to worry about that anymore. So it's going to make things so much more kind of doable. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about this ship and how we had this built. It seemed to go very well for me. I'm pretty sure there are ways of optimizing this a little bit more, but I really did enjoy this. Let me know what you think about it, as I said, in the comments, and any recommendations you may have for optimizing this. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for the video. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you, that's what the comments are for. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, or check out any of the videos up on screen now. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming. You guys have been epic. I will see you soon. And until next time, my fellow commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.